Well, that's something, isn't it? Holy smokes. What's up, Kyle? What's up, Fats and T and whoever else are lurking around out there? I was watching Ancient Aliens. I'm not really into being on tonight, to be honest with you. So let's see what happens. I just don't feel like doing it. Who else is in here? What's up, Trap? Could definitely use some help, that's for sure. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I was going to talk about that movie Grindhouse. I saw it again the other night. What's up, Mobile? I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Grindhouse, where it's, what do you call it? The guy that did I can't even think of that movie. All right, so the guy, the weirdo guy, Tarantino. Yeah, Tarantino. There you go. I'm just in a mood. Just in a mood. So, and I've been in a mood for about, I don't know, 4 days. So, Grindhouse, so it's done by Tarantino and Rodriguez. They're both part of the collective on that one and a few others. And I love every single one of those. I don't think they've done a movie yet that I don't like. Django, man, that movie is just, to me, is hysterical. And they caught all sorts of shit for that one. Everybody the people in the movie, the directors, everybody caught all sorts of shit for doing that movie. Just because of what it was. But Grindhouse, yeah, the Django is fucking crazy, crazy fucking movie. The whole thing is just nuts. But Grindhouse is in that same group of fucked up movies. So there are two parts to it. There's the first part with Christina Ricci, and I think she's working at a restaurant, and the boyfriend's like beating her up, and somehow she loses a leg. I don't know. It was a weird, but the second part, whatever, Grindhouse. There's like a two-part thing with Grindhouse, and sometimes they put that first part in, and sometimes they don't. And I'm trying to figure out what I think it's called Grindhouse, something Death. Oh, Death Proof. So Death Proof features, of course, all these hot little girls, and there's, what do you call it, is driving around and just blatantly just killing these girls because they won't. In his mind, I think he just wants to kill them because he likes to kill pretty girls, but of course, there's a weird thing to it. So anyway, spoiler alert. What's up? Oh,
What's up, man?
On too? Did you just do that?
Yeah, I just saw you were wearing it.
How did you get your?
I was like, oh man, I'm gonna put
you got
it
yours
on.
pretty fast.
Yeah, in a couple days. Yeah.
Wow. Hey Vic, can you take care of that bot right below you, bro? Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got 11 in here. That's crazy. So I'm talking about Grindhouse. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
I don't know that I've seen that particular movie, but I've seen other movies in the Grindhouse collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Django, I think Inglourious Bastards is part of that with
Probably.
Brad Pitt.
There's an echo.
Damn it.
So yeah, but it's definitely along the lines. It's the it's the same. It's just fucked up things happen throughout the movie, and you don't know exactly how it's gonna end, but
Is that like
is
that like a horror flick? Or like a thriller?
No, it's not really horror. It's more of there are some horror elements to it because there are some gory things that do happen in it, especially with the car crash. Definitely a lot of blood and stuff. And at the end, they beat the crap out of yeah, I'm the best at this. I really am.
Is Natural Born Killers another one of those movies?
I don't know, but I don't know why it doesn't let me put these fuckers in timeout at all. I don't know. I don't know if it's in that. It's fucked up like that, but
Yeah, it's a.
yeah, I don't know who did. If he did Natural Born Killers, sure. Or if they both did. I just like when they both collaborate because they're fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can just watch the movies over like Pulp Fiction. I could just if that movie's on, I'm watching it. I don't. It's just and if Django was on every single Monday night for like a month straight up until I believe tonight. I don't think it.
Yeah, I own that movie and I love it. Tiff absolutely hates it, so I watch it.
Well, I know why people would hate it. It's understandable, but
Yeah, no, I get it too, but it's to me, it's just it's
I love it.
comical. Like I don't take it serious.
Well, it's comical, and I can only hope that actually happens at some point.
It's
Yeah, that's my
yeah, you
only
would
wish
hope that
that
they
actually
would
did
get their
happen at some
revenge.
point to some fucking one,
What's up, Tommy? Yeah, for sure.
So, what's up, Tommy? Big time. I don't see that it's on tonight, but it could be somewhere. I just don't see it where it was normally on for like the last month straight. Every single Monday night it was on at some point, unless it's on later tonight. I don't know.
On HBO or something.
Maybe, yeah, or whatever, but it was in I don't know what group of channels, Flicks, I think it was. But there's a group of channels with Flicks and everything. And that's where it was for like the last month. So but last night again, Grindhouse came on, and I was up till 3 o'clock last night, just between watching Grindhouse and doing some research. What's up, Lisa? I again with Grindhouse, it ends with the four girl like the first at first 4 girls get killed. Actually, it's 5 girls. And it's a famous actor that is driving the car that's instigating with the girls and doing this shit. I'm just terrible with actors' names. I'm terrible with names, period.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Well, so in the beginning, I believe it's like either 4 or 5 girls, and if you watch enough of his movies, you can see the characters that he reuses all the time. He just reuses certain not characters, actors to do character parts, and some actors actually do multiple character parts. The guy in Django that wants to cut off the balls of Django, when he's carrying around the knife and he heats it up.
Yeah.
That dude is in all sorts of movies for Tarantino and Rodriguez. Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's the guy in Grindhouse. Yes, Kurt Russell. I think it was Kurt Russell's dad. Oh, I gotta find that out. It was a Kurt Russell's dad that, or or Kurt Russell that played baseball too? Was that the actor?
I don't know if he played baseball. Very well could have. Anything's possible these days.
No, but they actually like owned a team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's Russell or another actor. But again, you're relying on me for any kind of information. It's just that's your own problem.
Oh.
So, all right. So you know you can see the actors that are getting regurgitated all the time. So in Grindhouse again, so Kurt Russell destroys for the better part of 4 or 5 women, young ladies that he was following around. So he follows around. So he's in a car. It's a death-proof car, and the only person it's death-proof for is the person that's sitting in the driver's seat. So the first accident is all fucked up. He's the only one that lives. The girls die, and the sheriff, if you know who the sheriff is, he's another regurgitated actor. So it's just funny watching these people come in and out. And so he goes to another, he heals up in a hospital and goes to another part of another state. I think he goes to Tennessee. I think he was in Texas. So he goes to Tennessee and he starts doing the same thing, following these girls around. He's going to fuck them all up. Well, at the end, the girls end up fucking him up. And it was awesome. So you can only hope that, you know, there's always like a message, something like that, where you can only hope that the person who's being the motherfucker just gets his in the end at some point, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think a lot of their movies have that theme to them.
Yes, absolutely. And they're usually characters of well, not only was Grindhouse on, but oh fuck. The robbery movie where they use all the code names for the people as they're all colors, Mr. Blue and Tarantino.
Mr. Pink.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. That was on last night too. So I could not.
Why do I gotta be Mr. Pink?
Right, exactly.
That's a great theme.
Here comes Lisa. What's up, Lisa?
What's going on?
Nothing. You missed One Hit Wonders last week.
You missed it forever because it got blocked.
No, we did it last week. I thought you were going to be coming in, and I said, well, we'll just get started. And we started. You can't see it anyway because they blocked it.
Why?
Because John's big like that.
Yeah, I'm just huge. What's up, Vic? I guess not.
Oh my god. I was getting my hair done.
What was a box office bomb, Biggs? Was it, you think,
Reservoir Dogs?
That might have been. Oh wow, look at this.
What happened to Vic?
I don't know. Plenty of room. I can have 10 people up here.
Yo, what's
up? Yeah, so we did One Hit Wonders last week, and then it got blocked anyway, so nobody can. I'm the only person that can re-see it. Oh, Grindhouse? Yeah, Grindhouse was probably a box office bomb too, but it's phenomenal. The music in that movie, everything. I love the music in most of Tarantino's stuff. Grindhouse, I just love that movie, man. You know that movie, Grindhouse, Lisa?
No, I just Googled it, and I couldn't get it up there quick enough that Kurt Russell was in it.
Yeah.
Rose McGowan, Zoe Bell.
Rose McGowan. I guess I got her mixed up with Christina Ricci. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
Rose McGowan.
They all look the same. I don't know.
So, Rose McGowan, there's usually the movie that she's in first, she loses her leg. And then the leg ends up being, I don't know, like a gun or I don't know, whatever. You know, she comes back with the leg and kills everybody, whatever. Yeah, Rosario's in that. Rosario Dawson is in Grindhouse. The
Zoe Bell.
Huh?
Zoe Bell,
yeah. She's actually from New Zealand. She's not an Aussie girl. I love that girl, man. She's phenomenal. She's a stunt girl. Best part of that movie is when she's on top of the car. no doubt.
Oh, Rosario Dawson. She's in
Yeah,
it.
she's great. And there's another girl who does a lot of supporting parts. So read there's another girl in there. There's a couple other girls.
Monica Staggs, Marley Shelton, Tracy Thomas, Mary Winstead.
I think it's Mary Winstead. She has short, dark hair.
Mary Winstead, where'd she go? Yes, yep.
Grindhouse. Yeah, Mary Winstead. Now she does a lot of what do you call it? Like yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She does a lot of she did like Birds of Prey, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. You know, Birds of Prey is with God, Margot Robbie and Rosie Perez. So she does like a lot of sci-fi stuff. She's great. And she's the cheerleader in the movie. But when you see her in this movie dressed as the cheerleader, and then you see her in Birds of Prey, she's like the I think she's the archer girl or something, whatever she is. But she looks nothing like, you know, completely different look. It's pretty hysterical. And if you're used to seeing her as like an action figure, it's a total departure from what that is. But the girls are badasses in this movie. They just all are. Even the ones that initially, the ones that die, the ones that get it in the beginning they're badass women too. But the last four are total badasses. The girl, what's her name? Let me see. Tracy Toms.
Are there more than one?
Yeah, there's tons of women in this movie. There's
no more than one movie because I'm looking at one. It says 2007.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's yeah, it's the one from 2007, but there's like a Grindhouse Death Proof. There's also like a movie, like I said, that they showed before it with Rose Mcgowan. It could be Christina Ricci for all I know. I don't know. But there's usually a movie before, like I said, where she loses her leg. She's working as a waitress, and the guy that she's dating like beats her up, and he's part of a gang or something like that. And I don't know. It's a big mess. And then at the end, she ends up killing them all. So, but they don't always play that with Death Proof. So it goes from that movie into Death Proof typically, but they don't always do it. Matter of fact, most of the time they don't do it. But the girls that get killed in the beginning are definite badasses. And then the second girls that come along, they're all stunt women. And I love hanging out with any of them because they're just hysterical. They were real life characters. So, whatever.
Like me.
Yes, exactly. Although you need a little bit more badass in you. We'll just leave it at that. I got some bracelets from Cliff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so Cliff sent me Cliff bought a watch. And I sent them the links that go with the watch, only they were the wrong links. So he sent those back, and when he sent those back, he sent those bracelets with it. And then I bought him a new bracelet because I felt bad, and I don't feel like looking for those two links. So
that was nice.
It's just easier to buy a bracelet because they were 50% off than it was for me to go looking for the two links, believe it or not. So, what's up, Ad?
What's happening, Ad? So you got to keep all your links together.
Well, they were black, so at least
I
got that right. But So I was just, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with Grindhouse. I just love that movie. I love Tarantino and I love Rodriguez. I love the combination of those guys.
From Dusk to Dawn. That movie's good.
Dusk to Dawn.
The vampire one?
Yeah. I want to see that other one that oh God, what happened? Grindhouse.
What's for dinner, Jesus? Some cereal?
Tacos.
Tonight's good.
Tacos?
I feel like tonight sucks, but that's all right. Where is he? Here he is. All right. Of course, I could watch Kill Bills, Inglourious Bastards. Oh yeah, I do know Dusk to Dawn. That is a great movie. Oh yeah, and they did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is a new movie. Yeah. That was great. I mean, that movie, holy smokes, was that movie fucked up. You saw that, right, Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
Right. When he pulls out when he pulls out the fucking flamethrower, oh my God, that was the greatest thing I ever seen in my life. Who else saw that movie besides me and Jesus? You didn't see it, Lisa?
I am on the wrong like YouTube cast to be talking about movies because I don't watch movies. I'm about to exit. I'm gonna exit.
No, you're not. What did I do? I didn't realize they had done Desperado too. And where was the other one? Oh, The Hateful Eight. You ever see that one?
Oh yeah, that one was good.
What a crazy movie that was. Holy moly. And then, like, all right, so Natural Born Killers, Reservoir Dogs. Oh, all right, so it's Planet. Here's the other one. So Planet Terror goes with Death Proof. So Planet Terror runs into Death Proof. So it usually goes Planet Terror, Grindhouse presents Death Proof. That's how it usually goes. That's the one I was missing. So, all right, I'm done with this. Oh, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean, just the craziness of those movies is just fantastic. So, what's going on? Let me see what's going on. Birds of Prey was unwatchable. We turned it off in 10. Birds of Prey was not easy to watch. No, it wasn't. It was slow and I don't know. You're right. So Birds of Prey was not great. Not great at all. Let's just put it that. I don't even know why.
So I watched a movie.
What'd you watch?
Speaking of birds, I watched this like a year ago. I don't know why. Bird Box. So fucking disturbing with Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had nightmares.
Bird Box. Bird Box.
You have to like walk around with your eyes closed and.
Like monsters. Yeah.
There's like a monster.
A woman and her 2 children must trek through the wild blindfolded to avoid seeing a deadly entity.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of Doctor Who, where you have to keep your eyes open. If you blink, the angels get you.
Oh, the other movie too, the one about you can't talk. What was it called? Quiet Place or?
I don't know. That's great.
I've never heard of that one either.
Yeah, it's popular. Like part 2 just came out this year or last year. It's quiet. It has the guy from The Office. He's in it. Jim with Emily Blunt.
I like Emily Blunt.
Yeah, she's in it. Yeah, it's called A Quiet Place. Came out in 2018.
Ad loves. Selma was good too. Yeah. Or Selma Hayek is good if that's who you're referring to. There was one called Selma too.
The never-ending story, huh, Tommy?
The can of dog.
That movie in years.
The can of dog food. Ad's talking about the can of dog food in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where he's all fucked up and he's takes the can of dog food and he's got it high up and it just falls from a ridiculous height, makes this big splash all over the place. Oh god, wet canned dog food, how gross. We never fed our dog canned dog food ever.
Not unless you wanted to crap all over the house.
Yeah. It was always dry dog food, or just fed it leftovers.
Table scraps it is.
Yeah. Wet dog food is, oh my god.
My dogs eat dry food,
I know,
green beans,
I fed 'em.
and chicken. Oh, thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, no, I can't even decide whether it looks better, what way it looks better, going in or coming out. I mean, it's awful. I bet you it looks better coming out.
No, I don't think so.
No? I don't know. I have never fed my dog canned dog food.
Just don't watch.
Well, I mean, sometimes you just, happen to be there. That's all. I don't know. It's not like you can't, unless you have one of them yard guard things, you can't just let your dog out anymore. It's not like it used to be.
Or a fence.
Yeah, fence too. Yeah, sure. Why not? A lot of people don't want to build fences right now because it's too expensive to build a fence. I mean, we used to let our dog out and we had a fence, but it was only on, I don't know, two sides. So the dog would go all over the place, and but for the most part stayed in our yard. For the most part, I'm not going to say it wandered all over the place because it didn't, but it knew where our yard was, and it pretty much stayed in our yard, but we would just let it out. We didn't, especially as everybody got older, right? We just open up the door, let it go, come back, and that was it. So I don't know. I know you can't do that now.
No, too many leash laws and everything else.
Depends on your neighbors too.
Yeah.
I still actually have some really good neighbors. Most of them are still around. Believe it or not.
I think our neighbor's dog's in our yard once a day. So
yeah. I mean, but for the longest time, we've had nothing but original neighbors. So I never had the cops called on me for having parties or anything. You want to talk about Tommy? You can come up and talk about your waffle if you want. No problem. You can do that. Come on up.
That sounds weird. Talk about a waffle.
It's not really a waffle. It's a raffle. They call it a waffle because they have to.
Oh, Jesus Christ, they block all this shit. Oh, a waffle. Can't wait to join the waffle.
Yeah, they will block the video if they know you're having a raffle. So they call it a waffle. I just got this piece. Remember that one, Kyle?
Is that the one on eBay?
Yep.
Did you talk him down?
Yep.
You mind if I ask what you? Well, we'll talk about it offline. It's all good.
No,
I was curious because I know he's asking some crazy amount of money for that watch.
Yeah, I got him down to 3 1/4.
Oh, there you go.
Working Jesus, did you figure out how to? Did you figure it out, Jesus? Huh?
Oh yeah, I did figure it out. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, I got him down to 325.
Congrats, man. That's sweet.
Yeah. So this is the all black Imperius. What I love about this one, it even says it on the back. Hopefully, there we go.
Oh man.
Can you read it? It says, Where is it? Swiss made. Where is it? Oh, right there. Right down on the bottom. If you're looking at the watch, the bottom right side around 5 o'clock, it says stealth on it.
Nice.
That's pretty sweet.
Right up near.
Yeah, I could see it the other way you had it.
Yeah, that's easier right there. Where it says stealth on it. This piece is incredibly hard to find. It's the only one I've ever seen. And the guy wanted some stupid amount of money, so.
Didn't you want $475?
Yes. So, I contacted him, and I said, "Look, it's been up there for a while. I'm a collector like you are. It's gonna stay in my collection. I have a smoke-free house because he had a smoke-free house. He made some big deal about that. So I do have a smoke-free house. It wasn't a lie." And I said, would you consider taking, would you consider taking 300? He's like, well, can you come up a little bit? I said, well, how about 325? And he said, all right.
Cool.
So, like I said, it cannot hurt to ask. Now, the longer that time goes by, the better the chance. So if you ask right away, they tend not to. What I find is try and wait. Otherwise, you might as well just buy it. But the longer it sits there, the more they're at. But when it's priced up at that high, more than likely somebody is not going to buy it and will sit there unless somebody absolutely, that's like their grail piece. That wasn't a grail piece for me, but I did want it for sure. And at 325, when it's got the SW200 in it, you're not going wrong.
Nope, not at all.
But it never hurts to ask, and if just look for little keywords. I mean, I thought smoke-free was gonna, and the fact that I was a collector was definitely gonna help. So you just try and find anything you can to find common ground with them, and they usually come around to it, which is nice. So that's my tip of the day. So, Jesus, did you went on the website and you found the information like I told you?
Yeah.
Cool. So for those of you guys that don't know, Jesus I sent him a watch. Not only did it not have a battery, but well, it did have a battery. The battery was just dead. So
yeah, I had 4 or 5 of those.
Yes, at least. But I sent you the batteries I didn't know about, so he didn't get the battery. What's up, DC? Wiley Hustle in the house. There's a place called Caliber Corner. So I think what does that have? The NH
VD53.
VD53. So if you want to reset the chronograph on the VD53, there's a step. So you got to pull out but you go to Caliber Corner and you look at VD53 and it'll have directions, all the directions that you're going to need on the VD53, the Valjus, including the 33, 34, 7750, exact, whatever. So it's called Caliber Corner. It's spelled with C's. It's not spelled with K's. So it's not a funky website like that, but Caliber, just like a caliber.
Yeah.
Not a caliper, but a caliber. Sabotage. Right?
You're so stupid.
That's all I can tell you. What do you want me to tell you? So, so he's asking me, do you know how to reset it? I go, yep. I said, go to Caliber Corner, and sure enough, that's where it was. So, with the VD53, unscrew the crown, pull it all the way out, and then you press either button to move it. One button moves it one way, and the other button moves it the other way, right? And that resets it. So
Yeah, so 'cause, when I took it to the guy to change the battery, the little sub dial, the little hand fell off. So I wanted to make sure that it was working. That's why it was like, it works. I went back and he fixed it.
you mean for the chronograph?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah, because that'll happen. That plastic piece. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he opens it up, if there's a piece of plastic that goes,
Yeah.
And that's where the chronograph hits on. So there'd be two cuts, So when you push the chronograph in, it pushes one of the pieces of plastic into the button to change, to get it going or to stop it, one or the other. Yeah, caliber corner, just like that. Yep. And you can look up anything, pretty much any watch movement, and it will tell you how to fix it, and it'll tell you how to reset it if you need to reset it or whatever. I mean, it tells you, like I've even used it for stems for the crowns and stuff. Oh, yes. All right, I'll send you the tracking number. I did send it out today, Ad. You are correct. Yes, I'll send it to you when we get off of here. So, well, wait a minute. I also got one other watch. Oh, so here's my surprise watch. So I went.
Oh, that's what I grew up on.
Yeah. I went watch. This is the Swatch X watch. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's super cool. Now, is it yellow? Is it yellow or orange? It looks yellow to me. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, and it's got a nice black strap. I wish it would focus in.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's why I got it, because it was the Swatch X watch. God, look at me. Oh, there you go. It's a very cool watch. Maybe it goes like this. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool, huh?
You made my night. These watches are back.
They're all over the place out there. Yeah, I don't know how it had to be when I was looking up an X-Wing, and I think it was on Mercari when I got it. So, and they even have little, can you see the little X's? There you go.
Yeah.
That's great. So I was on Mercari, I was looking up the X-Wing. Oh yeah, there you go. And as I was looking through what they had for it, this thing popped up there. And I'm like, oh, really? A Swatch X watch? And it was, I think he wanted 70 and I got him down to 60. So I thought it was pretty cool, and it works. It's got a chronograph. These watches are all, they're all Swiss, right?
Yeah, those are Swiss.
So it's pretty cool. No doubt. Yeah, Macy's in New Haven. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so I was on Mercari, and there's all sorts of pretty cool ones, actually. There was like a Coke one with like a flamingo. They had Olympic ones, which were very cool. And I have a bunch of them on my Mercari thing saved. So, Kyle, I'm getting a echo.
I think it's Jesus.
It's always you, bro. Trust me.
What?
Not even making a noise.
Could be Jesus. Could be all of you guys.
I'm on mute.
So I just favorited a bunch of them, and I bought this one for now. I like it because it's all black, and I love the black with the orange. So we'll see. But they had a lot of very cool ones. I never knew how much they did. They did a lot of very artistic ones, which I know.
They have a big variety, that's for sure.
I could not believe what they had. This one was very cool. I couldn't believe it. So there was a lot, like I said, there's a lot of artistic ones. There's a lot of animal ones, sea creatures, especially. So I have like a turtle one saved, and it actually comes with a turtle pouch. But I haven't. I forgot. It's actually pretty cheap too. That would be a good one.
Now you got this.
Yeah. So, and then last night when I was looking around, I found some diesel watches. And they have a bunch of cool ones, which I didn't realize because I don't remember. I remember Diesel doing watches. I just don't remember what they were. So I'm looking at those now too. So pretty cool. But that's all I can tell you. You guys got your stuff on, right? So Vic is doing another theme week. Yes. So Caliber Corner, yes, it will tell you exactly what battery your movement's going to need. For automatics, it will give you the brake, it'll even show you all the actually with all of them, it shows you the exact oh, are they like tin cans? The ones that I found, they look pretty cool. But I don't know. And there was another one. Begins with an R. Begins with an R. Watches. Anyone?
What, Renato?
Yes, I was looking at Renato. Are they? Those are good watches, aren't they? I don't know. From what I know, the Renato isn't bad, right? Anyone? Yeah, so I was looking at Renato. Oh, Relic too. Yeah, and I saw. Yeah, and I was actually Relic too. I was looking at Relics too. Yep. So it's like wearing a tin can, I guess. Well, I mean, if it looks like, actually, it would be pretty cool if it did look like a tin can.
Rolex, Johnny. Rolex.
Yeah, Rolex is not in my vocabulary.
Rolex.
There we go.
Yo.
So did you hear about all those watches I was checking out last night? Did you see? You didn't see my new one?
Nope. What you got? What is that? Is that Sabakwa?
No.
What is it?
See if I can get it to focus in again. There you go. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it look like a black and yellow watch.
It's a Swatch.
That's what I said.
Swatch?
It's the Swatch X watch.
Oh, you fancy now. You going all
See the
Swiss
X's?
made now.
See them X's? It's the Swatch
Yeah.
X watch.
You going all Swiss, huh?
Yeah, why not?
You turn into a watch snob.
I was telling them I was looking at my X-Wings and that thing popped up. So I said, oh, let me check it out. So I bought one.
Got it. Of course you did.
I saw it. I liked it. I bought it. Simple as that, bro.
Hey, and that's how it is sometimes, man. What's going on, fellas? And Lisa, I see Lisa over there.
What's up, Trap?
Man.
So I was telling him I was looking at some Renatas last night, and I was looking at some Relics and some Diesels. But Tommy says those are tin cans. All right. They were they had
don't ever
weird,
get a diesel.
yeah, they had weird function pushers.
Bro, diesels is trash. Hot garbage. Hot garbage, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
think about
what
the only good watch you're getting that buckle is probably a G-Shock.
That's it. G-Shock is on point.
But Relic and Renato aren't bad, right?
Relic's cool. Relic's cool. I'm trying to think who owns Relic.
I know Tip has a few Relic watches, and their women's watches seem better than their men's watches.
I had a Relic. Automatically actually fell apart on me though. I was peed off. I only had it for a month. That thing just the rotor, something was wrong with it. It wouldn't spin around. So I was like, oh well.
Well, I was happy with my little X swatch.
Hey Vic, I'm looking at the comments. I see what you just said. Enabling about to begin. Really? You're telling me enabling?
Yeah, right.
I may have started the enabling thing or probably encouraged enough people to I can retire, but you took it to a whole different level.
Right. I'll give Vic this. Watch. I did that one for me over the weekend.
Oh, good, bro. What?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Bro.
And Vic is the first one to get it.
Wow. That is crazy.
All right, one more. I love all the smoke coming off from everywhere. It's just coming everywhere. It's great. It's the best thing ever.
Hey, that's good. That matches you too. That matches you.
He wants me to send him some selfies. I got to get him some selfies. I'm not a selfie guy. It's going to be very strange.
Want me to come on? Oh, no, Vic. Stay. No. Mm-mm.
What did you do the other day? Did you accidentally block him?
Yeah. Because I was trying to get that troll off of there. And
the bot, phone, right? You were trying to mess with the bot, right?
Yeah. And when I hit it, Vic's comment came up under it and I didn't see it. And I blocked both of them at the same time, I guess. I was like, and I said that was not intentional, bro. he would have texted, he would have called Tamika and said, yo.
I heard.
He said, look what your husband did.
Accidental.
This is my last time on.
Right.
I want to say I'm sorry.
He said, I'm done with it.
Yeah, that was good. That whole thing was good. I'm glad I got
I'm
to
not
see
taking
that video. Yeah.
I'm not taking this stuff no more, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Suze.
What's up?
What watch you about to buy, bro?
So whatever comes up, right? Whatever tickles my fancy. All right.
You sound like everything tickling your fancies.
Yeah. My Lord.
Hey, man. Hey, Suze got the bug for real.
It's hard to resist, man. Like, you see something cool, I just want it.
Man,
yeah, well, I put a bunch of watches on watch on eBay last night, but I didn't buy nothing. That was the swatch and this other one. Did you see this one from before?
Oh yeah.
This is that's the one I put up before. So the stealth Man of War killer. K Trey is on. Nice.
What's up, K Trey?
He got his watch today. I sent him a watch. I sent Ad a watch out today, but K Trey got his today, and I gotta send out I just got the bracelet for Cliff, so that's gonna go out tomorrow. For those of you guys, yeah. So K-Trey, I mean, yeah, K-Trey. I get this always mixed up. So he got the Leviathan. Pretty cool. So
yeah, bro. I was talking to Vic, man, and we was talking about like what watches you'll wear or what he's wearing. So for the rest of the month, man, I've been like privy to like one watch. You know what I'm saying? I literally just took that tungsten watch. I wore that tungsten for like 19 days, bro. Like that's I wasn't posting because I was like, that's all I was wearing.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So now
Yeah.
I'm going back through all my old divers that I hadn't touched in. Dude, I got a diver that I just actually changed the battery on. I hadn't touched that watch in almost 2 years.
There's a lot of that going on.
Bro, it's ridiculous. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. I just actually changed the battery in this last night. My Hydromax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just changed the battery in that.
We gotta get over to Lisa's dad's place. We gotta see what he's got hidden over there. I know he's got some hidden treasure over there.
Mm.
Me and you, Johnny, will take a private visit over to his house. And
Yeah, when
see
it gets
what's
a little
going on.
warmer and when COVID, COVID's starting to. I think it's starting to calm down around here anyway.
So I'm about to when I get off from you, I'm gonna change the battery in this.
What's that one?
It's an Invictus, a part of the artist signature series.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so it got like a little skull on it. But I liked it because it looks like an old school TV, like a 1950s TV or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this watch, man. And the lumen's pretty
nice.
decent on it. Pretty decent. I think it's got a VD54 in it. And I know for the VD fans, I know y'all don't like, some people don't like the VD, but I got it. I like it.
My dad would like that one, Trap.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, Tommy, I got to get in there. When's Tommy's waffle? It's coming up, right?
It is coming up, bro. Like you got to get a spin, got to get more people involved in it.
Yeah.
Be honest, Tommy, I own that Magnum, and that Grand Octane's too big for me. Or I'd be in, but I already own one of those pieces.
Well,
So just
I
remember,
said if I won that if I happened to win and I won the that Grand Octane, I was gonna donate it to somebody.
Get it up there, Lise. It's not easy. I do the same thing, Lise, and to this day I still do the same thing. It's so weird.
Oh, somebody sneezing.
When you want to move it left, move it right, and you want to move it right, move it left. Yeah, I know it's all messed up.
Yeah, I do that. You know what? I still do it to this day.
I know it's so.
And
weird.
I've been going live for a minute, man. So I'm like, okay, I gotta put it right in front of my face,
It's
or
so
like I try to either
unnatural.
go my chest or my chin.
Okay.
They're like, ugh. Because like when you get excited, you know what's messed up is when you looking at people and you like, you're like, like I can't get it. Because you like,
I was doing it today. It's
you
terrible.
go right past it.
It's like such an unnatural thing. Like
I can't. It's not even worth it.
I know.
It
messes with your brain because everything you're doing, you're supposed to go the opposite of whatever you're thinking, and your mind just,
Alicia said, "Forget it. I'm done. I don't care no more." That's crazy.
No. So, all right. So, you want to get it closed by Thursday? All right. So, for those of you who don't know about the waffle / that Tommy's
we're
doing,
just not putting an R on the word.
Right.
We don't put that in there. So
he's having a
yeah, one of them.
Chicken and waffle.
Hey, I have a serious question. Serious question.
Do I have to have a serious answer?
You never have a serious answer. So
okay, let's have it.
Do you guys at this point in your collection or just being a collector, do you guys feel a shift at all? Do you guys feel as excited as you did a year ago or 2 years ago? Or does it seem like it is kind of dying out? How do you guys feel about, like when it comes to, and I'm saying strictly Invicta watches, how do you guys feel? I can't say that about Jesus because Jesus still excited. He's buying like 3 watches a week or something crazy. So he's still excited. And I'm not, to be fair, Jesus, I know you're still fairly new. Kyle, you're new as well. But for those and asking people in the chat, do you guys feel like, are you still as excited as you were? I'm gonna say even during COVID. Like, are you excited about collecting watches, buying them, or has it just been like, I could do without? I'm just curious. So, and the reason I asked that is because I can even go back as far as 2017 when we were in the chats over there on Shop HQ. The chats were nice. Everybody was getting to know each other and stuff like that. And then they had a cruise. And then those guys, from what I hear, because I didn't go on that first one, from what I hear, they were trying to figure it out. They still had fun. 2018, it was like a stupid party. I mean, everybody was just loving on each other. They was collecting watches, and collecting Invicta was like so infectious. It was like, this is the thing to do. It was a movement.
It was.
I know, and I'm talking about, and I'm not comparing it to civil rights, but it still had that kind of vibe where people was just gathering in droves, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, this is crazy. 2019, same thing. It was just like insurgents. You just had to collect. You had to collect. 2020 came. We were like, oh crap, COVID is kicking our butt. But we were buying, I think we bought the most watches. I know me and Vic was buying watches all this, and Vic was making jokes. He said that Crown truck is at your house again. You may as well get a garage for it. I'm going to pull in.
Yep.
And 21, I will say around July for me, it seemed like my peak had plateaued. And then by November, it's like dive bomb. Like now, I made that boast. I said, man, I'm going to do 8 watches. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't do 8 watches. But like at this point, I'm like, I can possibly do 8 watches this year because I'm not really, like, for me, man, I feel like the love of it is gone for a number of reasons. But I want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, January seemed to be the longest month ever, and now February to me is like flying. So, the longer you get, the easier it is to continue that with the 8 watches. I don't, if you can make it a little bit longer, you're gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. You watch, because there really is that died out for me too. When they put out the X-Wings, they seem to do them all at once. So I get one plop every like 6 months. You know what I mean? So they did the last drop, and I had to buy, I don't know, whatever, 3 or 4 of them. And then they did another drop just now, so I had to buy another 4 of them. And then there's going to be, I had to. Fuck you guys. Who are you laughing at? You're not laughing at this. You're laughing at yourselves. Y'all better be pointing to yourselves, bro. Whatever I got to point.
You answer my question.
Wait. Is there a minimum purchase?
No.
You can't just buy one?
You really can't. It depends on what comes out.
If it's an X-Wing and it's a set, John's buying all of them.
Yes.
Same thing with me. If it's a Magnum set, I'm getting all of them.
Right.
Maybe not all at one shot, but I'll wind up getting the whole set at some point.
But it has died out, so like I was getting more excited. I was so excited to find this sucker. And like I said, last night I started looking at all them other different watches, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool. So I'm actually starting to look into the older watches. I want the ones that aren't waterproof, the Incabolic ones that, before they had the waterproofing, with some of those, with the Valjoux 77 23 or 33 or whatever that is floating around in those. Some of them are one or the other. So for me, the excitement has died out because I'm just waiting on X-Wings, because everything they come out, And the other problem I think that they had was there was so many different things that came out in the last like just 2 months that people are, I think, just got bombarded with stuff. I mean, it wore me out. Like I kept seeing more and more things that I just don't want. So it brought me right down.
I
That's why
sent
I
you a
want
picture of that Terminator watch. There's a Terminator skull coming out,
Oh,
and
nice.
Richard also posted it yesterday,
yeah.
and
I
there
never
was, I
checked it
think, the
out.
first 3 comments were letting that watch have it, and then I think for the rest of them, everybody was like, "Yo, I like it, can't wait for it," blah blah blah, whatever.
What a
And
shock! What a shock! Watch
Yeah.
getting ripped on. What a shock!
That's what I was telling Trap.
yeah, it
I
comes
mean,
down to
come on.
yeah, it just comes down to, hey, you don't have to buy it.
Right.
I'm
You
just
just don't
tired
have
of
to
it.
buy it.
I'm
So
tired
I
of the
want-
negative, man. Just no one's got
Yeah,
a gun
so-
to your head. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. You don't like it, don't, because
Right.
someone's gonna like it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
this-
Like, that's what I said with that football watch.
We've
Everybody
had
said
the
they hated it.
discussion. We had
Everybody
this
said
on.
they hated it. They all sold out.
I know. We had this on our
Can I
roundtable
raise my
discussion.
hand?
Yes, raise your hand.
Raise
Go.
my hand. We should have that option in here,
Yes,
just like my
absolutely.
Zoom meetings.
Okay. Were you raising it before and I didn't
Raise
see
a
it?
hand.
Go. Shoot.
Okay. So, like, say 6 years ago, how much did one of these watches cost?
Depends. So Magnum 6 years ago
Mhm.
I think were one of the most expensive. The Magnum, the Bolt series itself was the most expensive outside of diamond watches. So a Magnum will run you about as low as what, $599 up to $2,300. So if you got like the one with the Swiss made, the Valjoux not Valjoux, but the Solida 500. That was, I want to say I saw that as much as $1,900. I could be wrong, but I think it was like $1,900 back in 2015. And a Bolt Zeus will run you about $500 back in the day, and that's what a Z60. That's mineral crystal.
On HSN?
No, on it was Evine at the time.
I thought
So,
I thought
or
my dad
and then
bought him
when
on
it was
QVC,
so.
but I think it was HSN.
Oh wait a minute,
No.
no, Shop NBC, Shop NBC. I'm sorry, Shop NBC. So they were, and then the crazy thing is, the watches that were Swiss made, and I was looking at, you could actually Google these prices, or actually go on YouTube and Google Shop NBC, and some of those old videos will pop up, and you can see the old prices, and those prices of the Swiss made watches that were made over there, what have you, are equivalent to the watches that just don't compare to them right now. Like, for example, they got a Bolt, a purple label Bolt, is $600. That watch is $600. It's a Z60. It's purple label. Got a mineral crystal. Has nothing else special. Is not number limited.
Mr.
And
Go ahead.
I'm like, how is this watch $600? And the blue label version of that watch is $197 or $187 on Invictus Store. But it's $229 on Shop HQ, and it's the same. It's the exact same watch, just blue. And I'm just like, that's one of the things that I'm like, my hands is up over, because I said the watches that they're putting out right now, no, and even with when they did the X-Wings, the Imperious X-Wings, they put a lesser movement in it, and I'm like, I don't think that's fair that you put a lesser movement and then you elevated the price.
Oh yeah.
Well, when the first Magnum I got was on a silicone strap Z60. It was $399. That's how much those prices have come down. I mean, a Magnum was always high in price, and then it dropped to $399. That was, at that time, was the most expensive that I paid for anyone.
In the building. What's up, boy?
What's up, man? How you doing? And then, like what Trap was saying, with that blue label. Now, the blue label Tria Zeus that came out. When that came out at $399 on Shop, because Janet's like, "You gonna get it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll wait. Eventually, I got it." But The prices are insane. So I don't know how you put out a purple label Zeus with a VD movement in it, non-limited, over $600, and yet you put out a limited to 300 Magnum, and at 347. I don't understand. I don't understand that. And what Trap said before, as far as but you know what I mean? That's insane.
Yeah.
How are you putting out a Magnum limited to 300 purple label, better movement, better crystal for 347, and putting out the Zeus less movement, less crystal for 600?
Yep. And
That's what's souring me right now on Invicta.
Yeah.
As far as excitement, yeah, I still get excited when a new watch comes in. But right now, as everybody knows, I'm on a mission, and that's the only thing I'm grabbing right now.
Right.
Are Magnums. So, I mean, and they're few and far between right now. So it's fine. I'll get some more of my bills paid.
At least, even as little as 6 months ago, the prices were much cheaper, and they've blown them through the roof right after.
All right, so
right after the year.
I know my dad bought everything off, not QVC, I guess
Shop NBC.
What is it?
Shop NBC, which became Evine, which is now what is it?
Shop HQ.
Shop HQ.
Yeah, Shop HQ. So he bought all his watches off Shop HQ, but he always told me, "Oh, it was only $100." So now I know he's lying.
Well, we don't know because
we don't know.
Depends on a watch.
We got to see his watches.
Yeah,
depends on a watch.
Yeah.
Or he could be like my wife, where it could be 125, and she said, "Oh, it's about $100 because it's not 200." But she just said it's she just I don't know. She just got a weird math.
Down. Smart woman.
You round down. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, once we see his collection, we'll know if we can bust him on whether he's lying or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a feeling he's lying.
We got to whisper because he's on camera.
Yeah.
Remember?
Right. I got a feeling he's lying though, for sure. He's just like the rest of us. No doubt.
Imperious Chaos. I wanted. Oh yeah, Tommy said he wanted that Imperious so bad, but he saw that Z60. He was like, nope.
Yeah, because you're gonna get you're either gonna get the 5040 or the SW200 on them. So I mean, I'd much rather have that movement than the Z60. So
hey, and Cliff, I do. I mean, and let me just be clear with this, man. I do still get excited about watch collecting. Just right now, man, I'm like those prices, man, and then the watches that I have been waiting for. It's like, man, dude, when they like, cause remember, Vic, we were looking at Purple Label, and they had way more Purple Label that's supposed to be coming out, but like they've pushed the Thermal Glow, like all of every watch company. It's not just Invicta. Right now, everybody's on this. Let's get all the glowy watches out first. Every company seems like is throwing out glowy watches. And again, I like, what I'm saying, like the glowing and stuff like that. However, I'm still waiting on watches that, we were on a cruise. I saw some watches they hadn't brought out yet. And I'm like, what are they waiting on? Like they still haven't brought out those collegiate teams. I don't know what happened with that. We're still waiting on the NFL. They posted that. I don't know how.
NHL.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant to say. NHL. See, I don't know. And see, like me and John was talking the other day, and if you do the math, you're talking about anywhere from 11 to 15 new watches being made per day.
Yep.
For the whole year, 11. And that's the other thing that it's like nothing has an identity anymore. Because okay, so what if you said right now, what is the number one watch? I know they got their Core 5, right? Pro Diver, the Lupa, Venoms or whatever.
Yeah.
They got their Core 5, but those are even drowned out right now. So what is the new watch? Like, what is their staple? What is bringing them through
the Thermal Glow? The Thermal Glow right now.
Glow?
Anything Thermal Glow, in my opinion, because every other watch they come out with is a Thermal Glow.
Well,
And I get, look, we're not strangers to Invicta doing this. When they come up with something, Blue Label, man, we had everything blue, and we all went nuts for it. And Purple Label, graffiti, they're getting hot. They get hot on one thing, and they run with it like any company would. You know what I mean? A car
they
comes
do
out with a
big, but
fancy whatever car, everybody wants one. You know what I mean? I mean, when the XC40 Recharge came out, which is an all-electric XC40, we had a waiting list over a year. This car only goes 220 miles on a full charge. We had a waiting list over a year. So, you know, I get it. I mean, again, not for me. Some of them are. I mean, I am going to get the Hyperion because I like the Hyperion. But for the most part, for me, as everybody knows, it's just going to be Magnum and anything New York Rangers. That's going to be
you know, Vic, I feel you. You know, like, here's the deal. We do know when Invicta put something out, they do it to death. But remember, when they did the graffiti, everything was graffiti, right? They put a graffiti in every caliber. When they did bolts, they did bolts to death. Everything was bolt, bolt this, bolt that.
First, they were like this.
Now, you got the thermal glow, and then you got Purple Label, then you got Shaq, then you got JT, then you got a new green label that's supposed to be coming out. Like, dude, what? They stacking the deck, bro. And I'm like, okay, what do you run after? What do you grab first? That's what I said. I was like, honestly, it's easier for me to stick to that 8 goal between 8 to 10. Like, let's be realistic, between 8 to 10 for the year, because one, I'm not willing to pay that kind of price. I don't want to pay $600 for a watch that I don't feel is worth $600.
No.
Absolutely
and speaking of that $600 mark, when the new Trios came out, again, not for everybody. I love it. That's, you know, but the price on those are ridiculous. And I don't need to get another one. You know what I mean? I don't need to get another one. I just don't. I have mine. I paid what I paid. I paid well under $300 for it because I had a coupon.
Yep.
And I don't see how you're going to give me the same watch with an NH35 movement that costs $100 more at retail without any coupon. And an R150, because it's tritium tubes, you're coming out with almost $1,000. I mean, someone over there smoking, because that's ridiculous. And again, I got
a question for you.
Yeah.
Bill, based on, okay, so you've had it. How many times have you worn your trio?
I've had it, what, about a month now? Maybe 2 months?
Yeah. Has it been a month?
Yeah.
When was that there? I was there right before Christmas, right? Or are you talking about your trio?
No, your trio, the new Magnum trio.
Magnum trio.
Yeah, the new one, he probably had about a month.
Yeah, I've worn it about 5 times. Right already?
So in comparison, let me ask you this. In comparison to one of your regular Magnums, how would you rate it? Or is it the same? I'm talking about feel, finish, everything.
No. I'll compare it to the one I won with the Tourbillon from the Waffle. Completely different feel to it, bracelet wise, because the bracelet is a little different.
Seems like it's wider on the wrist too.
It is wider on the wrist, but it's not as heavy. It looks like it's heavier.
Wow.
The Tourbillon, any one of the Tourbillons I have, is a much heavier watch than it's very comfortable. Wow. I will give it that. It's very comfortable. You know, I'm more in the style of this Magnum, obviously, even with the bolt around it. Right. But again, that isn't replacing the Magnum. That's just a new version of a Magnum, and it added it to, you know, called it a trio, which is fine for me. I'm not saying, because then what happened a month later? Here comes an old style Gen 1 Purple Label Magnum. So right. So they are doing it. It's just, it's something new I think, for me to make the line fresh instead of keeping it the same, just changing movements or just changing color types and bracelet types. So Trap, to answer your question, it definitely feels different than a regular Magnum.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're an Invicta person, you're not going to know it's a Magnum on your wrist.
Mm. Okay.
But again,
Jesus.
I do love it, and I don't want to give away any of my secrets, but sometimes if I love a watch, like when I won that tourbillon, my picture of the day was a watch, whatever it might have been. I took it right off, put the tourbillon back on. I couldn't get it off my. There's certain watches I can't take off my wrist for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Now, that's for only a certain watches. So that's my take on it.
Okay.
Lisa,
Lisa had her hand up.
let her go.
I didn't see it. I can't see. I'm all blurred up.
It's all right.
I think Lisa. Lisa, were you in this
Lisa.
corner right here for me?
You got
I
a
don't know
question
how I am,
for Jesus, Lisa?
You're down.
Jesus,
there.
yeah. Jesus,
Am I
right
down?
below
You're
you.
down there.
Okay.
All I see is this from Jesus.
Oh.
One
You're
eye.
down there.
Here he
That's what he
goes. Jesus, you got to move more in the middle.
All I wanted to say is Jesus is a man of many words.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Like to listen.
That's fine.
I know, but when Jesus does talk, you better be around. That's all I'm saying. Now, what I want them to do, so this is the Shaq X-Wing. So I want them to take out this middle part right here for the new ones. I want that middle part to come out so that the X is more pronounced. And then I want them to I want the X part to be more pronounced and then hollowed out like they do with this Sabako specialty.
Oh yeah. Talking about the case.
So that part is maybe comes out right here would be the X part. So maybe have that come out straight a little bit. So it would come out over to here, right? So have that X part more pronounced and then hollow it out so that the X is hollowed out on that, and then somehow tube in the bracelet connected with the tubes.
How many of those do you have, John? The Shaq X ones?
4.
I believe I have 4.
You got all 4?
Actually, right now I only have 3. I'm waiting for number 4.
Where was the other unboxings, man? I was waiting.
Well, the other one came, and then I got into a brawl with Invicta on the blue one, and I told them I wasn't never going to buy there no more, but they still had it with 35% off, which made it cheaper than shop. So I rebought the blue one, but not the number 1.
Okay.
Nice.
So I said I got the money back for the number 1, but they never sent it to me. So they refunded my money immediately. And then I told them to go F themselves. I'll never buy it again.
Well,
and then
less
than a week later, I was buying again because it was still cheaper to buy it at 35% off. It was like 4 something than it was to buy on shop.
Oh man, AK Trey. So post K Trey's question.
Oh, I got okay. That's easy for me. Trap's got it.
Right.
Trap's got it from. I love the watch. It was a K-Tray. I bought my first Venom on a strap. Yeah, my first Venom on a strap. I loved everything about it. I couldn't wear it. But I can wear a Venom on a bracelet. But I can't wear a Venom on a strap. The only Venom I could pull off on a strap is my Koi Venom.
Yeah.
The other one I sent to my brother in the middle.
Was it a poly strap or was it a leather one?
No, silicone.
All right.
Beautiful watch. Beautiful watch.
I know the Venom. I love the Venom. I got a ton of them. I still have a ton of them. It is. I can wear it. I can't wear it for long. It will get uncomfortable. I think just because of the weight of it, on my wrist, some problems. But you're right. For me, I think I can wear the bracelets easier than I can the
Yep.
poly, but I don't mind the leather straps for some reason. But the poly strap does seem to hurt.
Yeah.
And for me, I guess it would be the Venom. I can't imagine a Son 1 being uncomfortable at all, even at any.
No, sub 1 for me is fine. I just wore a sub 1 last week.
55.
I was thinking about getting one of those.
What, sub 1?
Yeah, like the big one. Cause
Kyle, you got a big one?
I mean, I got this joint right here, the 47 millimeter.
Kyle just sitting back.
It's after 9, so I guess.
Yeah,
I do have a question for Kyle when we're ready.
Go ahead, fire away.
As you were talking about being PO'd with Invicta stores,
yeah,
has Kyle's attitude changed towards shop the way he's getting his watches through shop?
No.
Okay. All right. Hey, it's simple.
I knew that.
I don't blame him. I mean, have you gotten any more, Kyle, since then or no?
No.
Well, I haven't.
All right.
I don't blame you.
No, I don't blame you. When you're so excited to get a watch and it comes in, I can see 1 time, 2 times. Look, I get it. I mean, Kyle gets it. He's in my business. I waited 2 months. Poor guy waited 2 months for a headlight for an XC40. Came in, was damaged.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Things come, chip rig, whatever, they come damaged. I get it. But Kyle's luck with that's.
And I'm not buying
anything you've ever seen.
Anybody out there, but I'm not buying $87 watches.
Right.
You know, and regardless if it's $87 or it's $567, a guy has a right to be upset when he gets a product and it's
100%, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And your track record's been pretty bad the last couple of ones you got from them too.
I've never heard. I've never heard of anything like it.
I made a
No, me
list.
neither.
I call shot back, and I had 8 occasions that I wrote down.
8
times.
Unbelievable.
But here's the deal. I think we were on our way to Virginia or Delaware. We was on our way to somewhere, and I think it was Delaware when that X-Wing automatic X-Wing came out. And I know Texas T got it, Godfather got it. It was a bunch of people got it. And if you go and go back on Facebook and look at, if you go back and search, I'll say 4 out of 7 people complained about their crowns falling out.
Well,
like
to the point
it was
where
crazy.
Invicta only covers certain parts under their warranty. They were covering those watch repairs because and they weren't warrantyable items that were breaking on those watches, but they were covering them because they knew there was so many problems with those pieces.
Which shouldn't happen.
You know that chaos I bought from John. You know this one?
Well, you sent it to you broken?
No, just this part was loose.
Where?
Oh yeah, you got.
Oh yeah, that's common. That's common on the
You
chaos.
gotta any chaos you get.
Probably came from shop like that, you know?
Yeah. No, Jesus, any chaos you get in the future, you got to make sure those are tightened up.
What was loose? The bolt where the bracelet is?
Whatever it is called.
They're loose. Yeah, the screws get loose. Yeah.
Well, that's like that Blue Label diver I got with the screws that were out of the case back, and the screws in the bracelet walked themselves out.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, you didn't
You
hear
know
that?
what was crazy? You remember on the cruise where everybody bought these chaoses right here. I will never forget. Everybody was so happy. We got home, and you just seen everybody flooding in. I just dropped my chaos, just fell right off my wrist because those bolts right there, man, came out. And I think Rico, it happened to Rico, but it fell on his shoe or something like that. I think he caught it. But like all you see was broken crystals. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. The diamond ones, the pave diamond ones, man, everything. I was like, yo.
I mean, it's pretty sad when you're getting refurbished watches from Invicta that come in better condition than brand new watches from shop.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. I know it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Now, why do you think that? But why do you think that is? Why do you think it's happening? You think it's because they're putting out too much too fast? It's got to be something, right?
You know what?
They have less quality control right now because I think it's just too much.
No, I mean, here's the deal: is I worked in a factory before where we had to put out a lot of product, right? And I worked in this factory where there wasn't a pandemic going on, and then we had ample amount of workers. Now we don't have a lot of people working in the industry across. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if it's a firefighter, teachers, warehouse workers, drivers. It's just not enough people, you know. And people have just stopped saying, "Hey, it's cancel culture." They say, "I'm done. I'm not about to take this. I don't care if you pay me $10 extra," which is the case in some areas. Man, our Dollar Tree was starting people at $7. Now it's like if you come and work, it's like $12 an hour. The Dollar General is $14 an hour.
But see, now you know what the situation is, so you need to back off what you're doing so that you can continue that quality. Otherwise, the quality is going to suffer, and it has. That's what I'm saying. So, yes, you had this plan to do A, B, and C. Well, D happened, and now A, B, and C can't go the way you wanted it to go. Maybe you can only do A. You can't do anything with B and C because D just dropped the load on you. You know?
That one, so I don't know.
Right, but you have to maneuver with the time. So if you got less workers and you have less quality control, then you got to back everything off so that everything can get looked at the way it should, so that it goes out correctly. So Kyle is.
But I imagine AL bought a lot of those movements in bulk. That dude's probably sitting on tons of just movements, and he got to get them out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get that part, but
I know, but you have to make an adjustment. It's just the way
like,
it
dude,
is.
do you make us suffer for it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Because you see that commercial he does on Shop, he said, "Hey, I don't care what the rest of the industry is talking about because, dude, I'm talking about AL was getting fired at, man, by other people in the watch community. And I'm not talking about YouTubers. I'm talking about, like, industry professionals. Like, when they're talking about watches, they're like, Invicta is at the very bottom of the barrel. It's like, yo, they're trash. He's putting out stuff. And then they say that the customer service is bad. Because when you try to get your watch fixed, it's like you got to go through all kind of steps and got to pay $30 to ship it out and all this other crap."
Yeah, right.
They don't care.
Johnny, it's like the bread world. So we have nobody to work in the bakeries. So the quality sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to bake a loaf of bread.
You're not getting everything.
And then nobody wants to drive a tractor trailer truck.
Nope.
No.
Nobody wants to load the tractor
compare
trailer.
the watches to the bread world. Like,
right.
You're getting shit.
So when the pandemic
if you're getting anything at all.
Right. Right. So when the pandemic first hit,
AK Trey said he buy them all in bulk off of Wish.
Oh my God. So when I was delivering bread, and Elisa was a manager of a competing company, but we didn't look at each other as competitors. Only the idiots. We could not only could we not keep bread on the shelves because people were buying bread like crazy, but we couldn't even get the full line of bread because number one, there wasn't enough people. Number two, wasn't enough product. So the same thing is still going on. They can't get enough people to get in there and produce what they needed to produce, and they can't get enough product to make what they need to make. So you got to back off and just make what's popular, or that's what I mean. You got to, in order to keep the quality, you got to back off what you're doing and just specialize in whatever you can, just so that quality stays
in the most popular. You have
to
specialize in the most popular things, and then try and train these fucking idiots.
Right. when you finally do get someone to come to work, right? Exactly.
I don't get that. That's one thing I do not get, man, because I've been
working at home.
Bro. Well, you know what? I need to work.
That's why they don't come to work.
That's what I mean.
I still don't have a parts driver since June.
Yeah, we don't have a parts driver. We got to share with another store. We got to pay them money out of our profit every month, so they deliver our parts.
I have to share the valet and service valet that we have. And if he can't do it, I got to call my Hudson Valley store. Now, how stupid is this?
We don't even have valet anymore. We have Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, well, we got valet still. They send a guy down that does the runs for their store in my area, like for Volkswagen and stuff. He'll pick up my parts early, drive them back up to Hudson Valley just to bring them back down to my area. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Because I don't have a dedicated driver.
That's crazy.
My other store has 3.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen where like there's jobs and they're like, hey, I mean, just around here, they can make more money just showing up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, for example, with my job, man, this girl shows up and they're paying her, I think, $14 an hour. She's supposed to clean cars. She's supposed to start them up and stuff like that. And she comes in when she wants to. You know, like, well, we'll adjust the schedule for you. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, you'll adjust the schedule? Like, that's not my job. I don't want to have to go out there and clean the car if I don't have to. Like, for real, like, I'm like, dude, they had me going out there this morning, taking cars around for the picture guy. Like, they hired this guy to come take pictures of the cars and post them online. So they come and they say, hey, we need you to go move the cars for him. I said, to do what? They said park them so we can take pictures. I said, that's his job. Like, what? Like, am I getting
why doesn't he do it? Yeah.
That's what he gets paid for.
He told him, he said, it's too cold outside. I was like, I don't care.
I know it's too cold outside. That's not my problem.
But so the girl's supposed to help him. And she got there, so we opened up at 10. She got there, I think, like at 12:30, and she was like, oh, Lord, I'm tired.
What did I say? She's tired.
I said, you just got here. She said, I got kids. I was like, so? No.
She's tired. She's tired.
Yeah, she's tired.
Welcome to life.
The girl that used to work with me, that before I guess I trained her too well that she's up at Hudson Valley now. She's 26 years old. Okay, so half my age, and with the 2-year-old, every day I'd hear her complain, I'm so tired. I'm like, you're so tired? You're 26 years old. Tired from what? Oh, I guess I had a kid. I mean, tired. Everyone's tired. It's life. I'm 55. Tired. You have no idea what tired is. Oh, I'm so tired. Every morning. I'm so tired.
You're just gonna snap right back, Vic? Is that what you think?
What happened?
You think she's a rubber band? She's gonna snap right back into place?
Dude, she clocked every day. Came in there. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm 56. I'm exhausted. Forget about tired. I left tired a long time ago. I used to be tired. I wish I was tired.
I told her that. I told her that.
To be tired.
You know, but
I gotta wear a brace on my knee just to get out of the house. I gotta make my back warm.
Man.
Tired, man. I told you, I have no idea what tired is. I said, if you're tired now, what's gonna happen when you're my age? You'll be dead.
I can assure you this: if I didn't have the constraints I have here with wife and being sick and stuff like that, I'd be on the road, over the road driving. For in our area right now, they starting you off at 53, and they say, hey, in the year. Matter of fact, Carvana is hiring people, truck drivers, and they're giving them dedicated routes, like in town, $71,000 your first year.
Are they driving one of them car?
Yeah.
Ooh, man,
they're driving the deluxe one. They're driving the deluxe one. So the one that they're driving could carry 3 cars.
Yeah, I know Amazon.
$71,000.
Yeah, Amazon's paying people $20 an hour to start, and they're giving you a $3,000 sign-on bonus, $1,000 every month for your first 3 months.
Wow.
They just built 2 new warehouses here.
Yeah,
we got a new warehouse here too.
They were going to build one in They were going to build one in Queens, but
hopefully Amazon starts building cars, and maybe I can get my parts from Amazon.
It was the case that you could buy a route too from them, Lise. Remember that? I don't know if you heard that.
I didn't know that on Amazon. It's on BizNet.
I don't know if you
right
can
now.
do it anymore, but I think there was a point that you could. I don't know if they still do that, but you could buy a root just like I bought my root for bread. So
Yeah, I don't think Bezos is selling nothing.
well,
Yeah, Bezos, BizNet.
Well, I know Bezos owns Amazon, doesn't he?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And you're saying
I have
buying
no
a
idea.
route from Amazon. I said I don't think Bezos is selling anything.
No, because you know, I mean, you're buying like a franchise. So
No, I know. I understand.
that dude will take it. I mean, he gave his wife, I believe, is still the richest woman in the world. And he gave her half. And he's already made all that back. He's made twice that. Whatever he gave her, he made back and twice more.
Yeah, I believe it.
Stupid.
That's a lot of money.
It's the amount of money is just ridiculous.
What do they say that Amazon
You gotta
makes
give her half.
$30,000 a minute or something?
And she's still the richest woman in the world, I believe.
30,000 a minute.
I think Jesus is frozen.
No, he's not.
No, he's.
Oh, there he goes. Hey, what's up,
Yeah, I
Pizza?
was looking at
Vic, there
something.
seems to be like a spryness, a lightness. I don't know what it is about you. Did you get a haircut? What's going on there? Did you lose some weight? What's going on?
I have lost. Believe it or not.
Fresh. You look like there's a spring in your step.
Well, I did get a nice new haircut 2 weeks ago. I'm still grayer than my dad, who's 86, by the way. And I have lost since I've worked by myself and I'm doing everything. I have lost about 5 pounds.
How much more time you got with this? Another 2 weeks?
I got till Tuesday.
Oh, all right.
So, and Kyle Kyle's heard. I talked to Kyle last week, so he gets it because he does what I do. But man, when you have to do everything from the minute you walk through the door, I sit down now for 20 minutes during my lunch. That's it.
I got 4 other guys, and I still have to do everything. I eat lunch at my desk.
Yeah, I mean, I eat lunch at my station because I have no choice.
Yeah.
Today, I had leftover pasta, heated it up. The minute I opened the lid to put my fork in it, ding dong, the retail counter rang.
Yeah.
And of course I'm cursing. Like perfect timing. And it's a guy with 10 minutes of nonsense questions. He comes to buy a key. He doesn't like the price. Well, what do you want from me?
I need a washer.
Well, that happens. They're like, a guy calls up on the phone. A guy calls up on the phone. I got a 1998 V70. I don't know. Do you have a mirror glass in stock? I'm like, sir, no, probably not. Well, why not? I said, well, first it's a 98. You might be thinking of getting a new car. You're rolling with a 98 V70. You might want to think about a new car, sir. Because I don't know if Kyle experiences with the BMWs, but a lot of Volvos at 98, you can't get parts anymore. The catalog says OP, which means obsolescence. You can't. It's non-existent. You're not going to get them anymore.
The phone number has been canceled.
Yeah, the guy goes, "What am I supposed to do?" I'm like, "I don't know, eBay, internet, eBay, internet." I said, "Sir, you do realize your car is 30 years old, right?" I mean, you'd be surprised, man. They released this airbag recall. I'm like, it won't be too bad. These cars like for O2. You have to see how many airbag recalls I have. These people with O2 cars, just ridiculous. 300,000 miles on it. They don't want to get rid of them. And
they'll come in and they'll get their airbag recalls done, and then we'll go and do an inspection, 100-point inspection on their car, and they won't spend a penny.
Yeah, they won't do nothing. They won't spend a dime.
But hey, you
laugh. Hey, John, you laugh. You come sit down in my desk.
Wearing you down for a dome light for a 72 Pinto.
What do you put down?
Hey man, you got a dome light for a 72 Pinto.
But you laugh, Kyle. Man, Kyle gets it, man. He gets those stupid questions too. I mean, it's ridiculous, bro. And you got to be nice.
You work at a
know,
junkyard?
You got to be.
Wash your plates first.
I even told them, Volvo has this company called Erie Volvo, and they're all legitimate used Volvo parts from like Rex and stuff like that. That we've used them a lot too, like for rear diffs, because a Reman Volvo rear diff with the AOC drive with it costs about $4,500. I can get that used from Erie Automotive for about $1,250. And then rule of thumb is for me, I like the double cost. But if I'm not going to also lose the sale on it. But yeah, I even tell them, sir, Erie Volvo doesn't even have parts for your car. And they don't want to hear it, bro. You laugh. You laugh. I pull whatever hair I left in his head, I pull out of my head. And I shake my head.
That's why it's all gray.
That's why it's like that. If you came, John, and spent an hour there, you would be like, wow. You'd be like, wow.
Let me come there and answer that phone, bro. Let me go there and answer that phone.
No, John. That's why you didn't get that Shaq piece, because you answered the phone.
We're all about giving customers the premium experience, John.
That's it. Tell them, Kyle.
I can say
customers always right. Customers always right, John. Customers always right.
I wasn't. I was so wrong, man. She hung up.
If you were wrong, you didn't want to be right. One of those. It's crazy.
I was the get off my lawn guy. And she had none of it. She had none of it.
I always said, and Kyle might agree, if they ever made a show about an auto dealership, it'd be the best show on TV.
Oh. And it has to be done on real life things, because the real life things are the funniest ones.
The Seinfeld episode where they're at the dealership all day is one of the best episodes around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's for real.
For real.
Even when they're standing there waiting to be there all day. Yeah. Even when they're standing there waiting to get seated at the Chinese, restaurant,
right?
It was right there, it's just great. Because after all the funny stuff happens, man, the phone calls and all the bullshit.
Hey, some of the phone calls we get, man, you shake your head. I put the guy on mute so he can't listen to me, and I usually have a mechanic at the counter, and I'm saying, I'm like, do you hear the shit this guy's saying? Do you hear what I got to do to talk to this guy?
For my friend. Yeah, he'll be fine. Maybe I should talk to him. Oh, I don't think so. He's an entertainer.
Oh, copyright.
All over the place. So we go to his bed. That's okay. Why don't we take this spoiler out for a shake on it?
I don't think that's copyright when you do it like that.
Yes, Lisa.
It's not a song.
And you know what I don't get to as far as copyright?
We need one of those options. We need that option, the hand raise option.
Yes, Lisa. What can I do for you?
Okay. So I asked who the most wealthiest woman in the world is. It's Francoise Bettencourt Myers. Her net worth is $89.1 billion.
Does it give you like a top 10?
She's number one.
Yeah, does it give you a top 10?
Yeah. Number 2 is Alice Walton. She's the daughter of Sam Walton that owns Walmart and Sam's Club.
Oh, I thought it was from the Waltons, the TV show.
Number 3 is Julia
No, John boy.
Koch.
Where's Musk?
I'm looking at women.
What's oh yeah, I know, but did she keep Mrs. Musk, or did she
Number 4 is Mackenzie Scott.
Oh, Scott Towles?
Who the
Scott
hell
Towell,
is she?
fame?
Oh, she divorced Jeff Bezos. She's number 4.
See?
Okay, we got it now.
And she hasn't done a damn thing in how many years? She's 4.
Nope,
She
but
was
she's
number-
worth $56.4 billion.
I believe when the divorce happened, she was number one. I don't know. It was something like that. Whatever. Or the wealthiest American? Are those other people American, or are they not American?
The other woman sounded French.
All right, so there you go. She might be the wealthiest American woman. Yes, Vic, you have a question?
I have a question per se, but I do want to know.
Now we
This is a
raise
question.
hand.
Does anybody watch Ozark on Netflix?
Who was talking about that?
Yes, we watched it. It was a pretty good show, in my opinion.
Great show,
Like when
man.
you call it,
I bring that up because John Boy's actually in this last season. I'm just saying. The guy who plays John Boy, I forget his real name, but he's in it. I love the show, man.
John.
He's got to be old, no?
Yeah, I'd say 60s, I'd say.
Wow.
I mean, I'm looking at him. I'm like, Kyle, did you see season 4 yet?
I don't know what seasons we watched, to be honest with you.
All right, because season 4 is the last season, so it's not gonna give anything away. But I forget her name. I'm tired. Jason Bateman's wife in the movie. Her father is John Boy in the show.
Then I guess I haven't seen it because I don't think her father's been introduced into what I've seen.
All right, so yeah, it's not giving anything away. So yeah, you got to watch season 4 because they're breaking it up into 2 parts. So seven episodes, stop, and then another 7 to finish.
And Victor Mike
What's that?
And
You got to raise your
Mike
hand.
and Victor Mike says she was the richest woman in America until she had to pay her lawyer.
What's Trap doing? You doing a battery change over there? What are you doing?
Nope, I'm following along on my other device.
Oh man, my cheeks are hurting from laughing so hard with that counter stuff. Oh man.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, I could tell you stories, and I'm sure Kyle can too, man. It could be 8-hour show.
Yeah.
No, because I could just see it. That would be a funny show because people just call you and just wear you the fuck down over the smallest fucking part that, you know.
Well, people that want to buy keys is what really gets me, man. They don't want to, why do I got to send you my driver's license?
Yeah, I had that today. I had that today. Dude, I had that today. I'm dead serious. I had that today with a guy. Well, how much is it going to cost me? I said, well, before I do anything, I need proof that it's you. And I said, do you want? Because he had a flip remote. I'm like, do you want the flip? I just want a key that's going to start the car. I said, well, it's got to get programmed too. Well, how much is that? I said, it's $94 for the software and $97 plus tax for the key. Oh, geez, that's a lot of money. That's a lot. I don't know if I can do that right now. I said, well,
hey, man,
that's what it is.
He can kill me with his voice, man.
I don't think that's how an old woman sounds. I really don't.
His face, man, like I heard him do it on the phone, but like to see him actually do it, bro, it's hilarious.
But yeah, I'm trying to think.
You have to pretend to be an old lady every time you're on now, Vic.
Oh my god,
That sounds like the guy from Three Stooges.
he's doing like it's nothing, man. I couldn't even attempt to do that voice.
I'm being for real. I'm just being for real. And after 10 minutes, this is right after my pasta
That's
came out.
not real. That's not how a real old woman would talk.
No, it's a guy. It was a guy. No, it was a guy. It was an old guy. And after all that, and after all that discussion, all right, let me think about it. I'll call you back.
And let's clarify, that's an old white guy. That's
You
not
know,
an old black
Try
guy.
to call Honda and get your Volvo key there, buddy. They might be able to help you
Even
out.
in this times, that guy sounds white.
And man, that dude sound like he from
Okay.
is it All in the Family,
That's
bro.
legit.
It's like Archie Bunker's best friend.
But it's legit. I mean, I call Trap on the way home and I imitate, and he starts laughing. I'm like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "Your fault." I'm like, "But that's legit." I'm being legit.
And Lisa made me laugh. She said, "That's not real."
That was as real as it gets. Hey, John, you know what I'll do? I'll bring my phone and I'll keep it in my pocket, and I'll record the conversation and I'll play it for you. You're not going to believe what you hear.
Oh, the thing is that me can't believe it, but she doesn't.
No, Vic, we're not going to share the trade secrets, man. We're gonna start our own TV show.
Oh my God.
We should. We should.
And after that, I was at the post office. All right. I was at the post office, and this girl comes in and says, "I'm here to pick up my boyfriend's mail." And the guy's like, "Well, do you have a driver's license?" And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Well, are you on the manifest to get the mail?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. I should be. I'm his girlfriend, and he told me to come down here and pick it up." And he's like, "Well, I can't let you if you don't have a license." So she's like, "Why?" Like, yeah, we're just gonna hand out mail to everybody today. Yeah, we're just gonna pick out random people and just hand them to random. We're just gonna put up all the mailboxes and hand them off to random people today. Yes, that's what we're gonna do.
What? I gotta ask Kyle a question.
It's just unbelievable.
Hey, Kyle, if you get somebody on the phone or at the counter, now I'm sure 9 out of 10 times you ask them for the VIN number. How many times? How many times out of those 10 times do you get? Do you really need that? Do you see? I get the same thing. It's universal, man. I'm like, I got a guy call me up, and he's like, "How you doing? I'm looking for a water pump for a." I said, "Oh, all right, sir. Do you have the VIN number?" You don't need that. I'm like, "Sir, I need the VIN number. That's how Volvo operates." Oh, no, you don't need that. You don't need that. It's a 2.0. It's a T6. I'm like, "Sir, I need the VIN number."
It's green.
And to be clear, he's imitating me.
But Kyle, I mean, it's legit, man. Oh, you don't need that. You don't need the VIN. You don't need that. Yeah. Just look that up. You don't need that. I'm like, okay, if it's wrong, I'm not taking it back.
Yeah. Or if I take it back, I'm charging a 20% restocking fee.
Oh my God.
John, man, I tell you,
I'm gonna have to jump out of here, man. I got other obligations, so I will catch y'all.
Same here,
I'm out of here too.
Gentlemen.
I think we're all out, John. I think it's been 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, much love.
Shut up,
Right,
guys.
we got it,
John. Glad you're still laughing.
Y'all get the hell out of here.
I could call you up if you want, John. Make you laugh some more on the phone.
For a show that I didn't want to do, I don't think I ever laughed so hard, man. Oh my God.
All right. Well, if you're ever down and out, call me up. I'll give you some stories.
Oh, no doubt. Thank you all for being in here. I do appreciate it, man. Tonight ended up hysterical. And Victor, Mike, K Trey.
Yeah, everyone.
My man, Ad, Tommy, Big Time, K Trey.
Yes.
Cliff, everybody. Earl Biggs. Who else we had in here?
K Trey, Victor, Mike, TBT, Ad.
Pat came through here. Yep.
Cliff.
Cliff. Cliff. Yeah, I said Cliff. And the phone.
Bats was in here for a little bit.
Yep. Who else? The phone guy. Who's the phone dude? No, not him. The other TNR Mobile.
TNR Mobile, okay.
Yeah, and Jesus, of course. All right. So
boom.
All right, guys.
No.
You guys are the